Hank, remember when I said I was going to tackle the out of you?
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Okay. This feels like a CBS, like Katie Couric thing.
Hi.
Hey, what's up,
You're in the
Claire?
hot seat.
Are we recording, guys?
Josh, are you back? FaceTime him real quick.
I've called him once too many times. We'll leave him a video, though.
Hey, you win one MVP and your phone doesn't work?
It's crazy.
You can't text me back?
Either.
You owe me money.
That is true. I do. I heard about that. Have a good night. Welcome to another episode of the Kittle Things.
Presented by T-Mobile. What's up, guys? It's Claire.
And George.
With a brand new episode of The Kittle Things. And this time, we're sharing the mic with a true podcasting legend.
That's right. None other than Dan Big Cat Katz of Pardon My Take.
Literally one of young George's idols. Did 18-year-old you ever think you'd be on a podcast with Big Cat?
Nope, not once, not never in a million bajillion years. And I didn't think I would be hosting the podcast.
But before we get started, a quick shout out to our presenting sponsor.
T-Mobile is the best network in the game, and now the best network in America. It's coverage that keeps up wherever your route takes you.
With T-Mobile, you stay connected when it matters most.
And it matters right now. Let's go. What's up, guys? I'm George Kittle, here with my wife.
Claire Kittle.
And Dan Big Cat's Katz.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Clap it up. You guys can clap it up, too.
Yeah, everybody, woo!
I thought I was going to get a best friend there. Didn't get a best friend.
Snaps for Dan.
Best friend of George and Claire. You didn't let me finish. You started applying too fast.
You're right.
But welcome to the Kittle Things.
Okay. Ooh. You guys doing a podcast. I could see it coming just because of who you are, George. And obviously, like, I've spent some time with you, Claire. Like, you always are, like, around and not, like, you're having fun with George. So I definitely could see this coming. You guys are a good couple to do it. And you match each other's energy. Yeah. So I absolutely, like, you guys are going to be good at this. Podcasting isn't easy, though.
No, it's
It's
not.
harder than playing football.
Well, you know what?
It is. You laugh. He has off season.
I didn't laugh.
I don't have off season.
This is true.
He plays one game a week.
Yeah.
I have to watch all the games.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay? There's a little bit of a difference.
You watch all of them?
All of the games. They're all on the
too.
TVs in the gambling cave. I have to watch all the games.
You also
has
have to
to
make
do it.
picks every
I have to
week.
make picks on every
You have to talk about those picks,
I have
too.
to talk about those picks. I have to make the picks like on Wednesday before we even know if guys are injured or the weather or all that stuff.
Do you ice your thumbs from all the tweets that you send out there?
I should.
You should.
I do think there will be a moment, like maybe 10, 15 years from now, where there's like a Bob Lay, I don't even know if he's still around doing stuff, but like a really serious like E60 that would be like podcasting and what it did to like these guys' brains. Like we're gonna have like a CTE.
We're going to scan your brain.
Yeah. Like these guys spent way too much time on the internet and now they can barely
Function.
Can't talk. Well, Big Cat's here for a couple of reasons. One, he's going to teach us how to podcast.
I love that.
He is our Gandalf. He is going to guide us through our journey of podcasting.
How lame is that, by the way, that like if you had to say there's one thing that I know how to do, it's podcasting. Like that doesn't feel good to tell anyone.
No, that's
He's also
it.
really good at sports betting.
No, I'm not good at sports betting.
You were
I'm
in
a
March.
loser.
You were
I'm a
in-
lo-
you were
I
in
was
Mar-
in March. I was 16-0.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Okay.
Look it up.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But let's just start with, how did we meet?
I have a great story. Do you remember the story?
Potentially.
So I tell this story to people because, and it's a little bit of a subtle flex, but it's also like my favorite story about
first time we met.
someone I met and then became good friends with. So we were in San Francisco for Grit Week. We were doing our interviews, which part of my take we do. We've been doing it for almost 10 years now. Every year around training camp, we take a bus and we go out. We do a couple camps, interview guys. So we're in San Francisco. We were interviewing Kyle, John Lynch, and then we interviewed some of the offensive linemen. So we had Joe Staley and McGlinchey.
Yep.
And we're interviewing McGlinchey and Joe Staley.
Yeah.
And at the end of the interview, they were like, hey, we got this rookie on the team that's a big fan of you guys. Can you take a picture with him? And we're like, yeah, we'll take a picture for a fan, of course. Turns out he's one of the best tight ends, if not best tight end in the NFL. It's George Kittle. So it's like such a hilarious, ridiculous thing that we're like, yeah, we'll make time for a little fan. And we didn't obviously know at the time because we could talk about Iowa, but they don't really let you catch balls at Iowa.
Not a lot.
A lot of blocking.
Hopefully it's changing.
Yeah, it is changing a little bit.
Getting a little better.
Quarterback play. But yeah, it's crazy that 7, 8 years later, we're watching you every Sunday being an absolute beast, and we're like, that guy was a fan of ours before.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
Was this in the hotel lobby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't he kind of blow you off a little bit?
No.
This is his version.
No.
No, the only time they blew me off is I was trying to find them. I was probably the worst practice I had of training camp too. It was year 2. It was worse because I just kept looking for you guys. You were just walking around the field. I'm like, oh my God, there they are. This is so sick.
He wasn't paying attention.
I was not
paying attention to you.
I was so excited. All I wanted to do was meet you guys. And then by the time practice had ended, you had already left. And then Staley didn't text me back for a while. I was like, hey, I just want to meet these guys. And then finally he's like, fine, I'll ask. And they're like, hey, we're ready for you. I sprinted out of my room so fast to meet you guys in the lobby.
All right, so so the story stands.
That was 100% accurate.
And you also, like, to your credit, like you came on a bunch, and it's probably we've been doing it for so long, but one of my favorite things about doing it is when you actually become friends with some of the guys that come on, and it's not just a guy on TV. And then, like, I've tried to stop myself from becoming, like, actual friends with a lot of the guys, because then you become very biased. But how can you not be your friend? Yeah.
That's
It's
fair.
impossible not to.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Golden retriever energy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why.
Oh my goodness. I'm sitting next to a guy and my wife that I've listened to countless podcasts.
Yeah, do you get annoyed when the podcast is on?
No.
Okay.
He's loved Barstool since he was in college.
Yeah,
like obsessed.
really. Like the first
Buying all
when
the
when the
merch.
first app came out, I might have been first 10 people to download it.
Literally.
That's awesome.
This was a dream for George.
This was a dream for
For
me.
little George.
Yeah, this was
Little
a dream.
200-pound George.
Wait, so how old were you when you first started looking at Barstool?
2013, 2012.
Yeah.
Or fuck
16,
yeah.
17, 18.
We Will Levis, before he got drafted, he went out to dinner with me and Dave, and he was like, yeah, I was playing Guess That when I was 13 years old. I was like, oh.
Yeah, sounds about right. I was definitely on that train. The first time I think we hung out really was the Super Bowl in Atlanta.
Yes.
And we hung out, what was that? It was like Friday or Saturday night, went to a dive bar.
Was that Northside Tavern?
Yeah.
One of my favorite dive bars.
Yeah.
Incredible place. Yes, and Claire, you were there.
Yeah,
And you hated us maybe a little bit because here and you have every right to hate us because your husband, who is in the NFL, who's a very good NFL player, Pro Bowler, future Hall of Famer, is dragging his wife around Atlanta to go hang out with a couple podcasters. And I remember
so
being like,
excited.
dude, what are you doing?
Why is
You're
he
making your
obsessed with
wife
these
come
guys?
to this
God.
bar?
I was so excited. Oh my gosh.
That's great. Yeah, that was a fun night.
Yeah, it was. 'Cause, I had a great time that night, but I just remember vividly, I just kept walking up to you guys and just stacking your beers, trying to make them overflow. And I'm pretty sure I sacked at you and PFT like 3 times.
Yeah, and
I was so happy.
And Claire probably is like, can we go to the Sports Illustrated party? Can we go to the Maxim party? Like, there's Drake's playing or
No,
something.
I just don't want him to annoy you. That's like the little brother. Like, he keeps coming
was
over,
so
hitting your beer. I'm
excited.
like, babe, we get it. We know you like them.
And also, George, it's the 2 guys I would say this for are you and Kyle Long, who I've become good friends with Kyle Long known him forever. Hanging out with you, there's always a threat of getting tackled or wrestled, and you always have to be like, am I gonna get hurt tonight? But it's kind of fun.
You're gonna
it's
have
kind of exciting.
yeah, it's a little anxiety. A little anxiety is good for you, man.
Right.
Keeps you on your toes.
I said that to Hank when they walked in.
I know.
I'm gonna hit you.
Well, I told Hank I was going to tackle him. He's
Tackle
hiding
him.
somewhere around
Yeah.
here. I'll find
No,
him.
he's ready for it.
Is he?
No,
No,
definitely
he's not. He's a little. You're not fragile, are you, Hank?
No, he just doesn't want to be tackled. Yeah, he doesn't want to be tackled.
Just a little bit.
We have a segment called Rookie Mistakes. Do you
Okay.
have any advice for us or moments from
Okay.
when you guys were rookies that you can remember that you're like, yeah, I wish I didn't do that?
Hank once forgot to record it. He was the producer of the rundown.
The whole episode?
Because then you had the things on the side too, so it looked like Sports Center.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
so good.
yeah.
Classic
We were not
Sports Center was so
Sports Center,
good.
yes.
It was better.
Yes. I think it was actually Dave forgot to hit record. He was told to hit record, and we did the whole episode, and then we're like, oh, we have to redo this, and we tried to redo it, and it was so bad. 'Cause
No.
we just started to do the topics again. We're like, well, I said this already.
Yeah, no, I'm pissed.
Oh, that'd be horrible. Are we
yeah.
recording,
No.
guys?
Yeah, make sure they're recording. You got enough guys here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
These guys
One of
aren't
them's
recording.
recording.
One of the 7 guys is
Yeah,
recording.
yes,
All right, good job,
absolutely.
fellas.
So when we have guests on, we like to talk about our favorite interests
Mm-hmm.
and the Grateful Dead.
Yes. Which
Did you notice his shirt? He wants
I
you to
love the
compliment
shirt.
his shirt.
I
Okay.
you
love
see
the
it?
shirt, the hat. I got the hat.
Yeah, that's a Grateful Dead Wisconsin hat.
Have you gotten a
sick.
Grateful Dead tattoo yet?
Not yet.
Okay, you got.
I'm thinking I'm gonna let me get to 5 shows, and I think
That's
counts.
fair. That's fair. I felt really bad though because when I listed my interests, it was gambling, my kids, and the Grateful Dead, and I was like, I have no hobbies. That's it. I don't have any hobbies. I don't have anything that makes me interesting. So
Sports, that's your
that
hobby.
kind of sucked when I was like,
Well, I didn't want to make sports our commonality.
yeah, or like gambling with it, yeah, or like talking about my kids, which
I don't
people do
gamble.
not want to hear about that. So the Grateful Dead, like the music of the Grateful Dead has been like the constant in my life, in the fact that there's times when you go away from it or don't listen and you find other bands, but I always find myself going back.
Yeah.
And I think the reason I do that is the history of what they've like put out there and the way that they did it, where they actively embraced people bringing microphones and taping their concerts. So all their live music lives forever.
Yeah.
And then being able to find new shows and new songs constantly. It's like forever living. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a band where it's like, all right, here there are 4 studio albums. Like either you like it or you don't.
Right.
There's just so many different iterations of the band itself, because band members died or moved on. There's so many iterations of songs and how they played them and what their instruments sounded like decade to decade. So it's just like the ocean. It's just as deep as possible.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was
hitting
good.
us with
Yeah,
all
that
this
was good.
knowledge.
That was
And the
good.
Sphere.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
so mad that I missed you at the Sphere.
Yeah, no, let's tell that story.
Yeah. So I went to the Sphere last year for 2 shows, went to the Sphere this year for 2 shows, was at the Sphere, was with my wife and a couple friends, and Mark Titus, who
Yeah.
works with us. So I got us all tickets. It was like 4 and 2 because I'm an idiot and I didn't fill out the form fast enough. So anyway, Titus was on the floor and he texted me in the beginning of the second set. He's like, I think Kittle's here. And I was on the second level and I look down and I see this big goofy idiot that's bigger than everyone just dancing, having the time of his life. And I was like, well, I got to go down there. So I waited till Drums in Space, and I go down, and I get down there, and he's just gone. He's vanished. I texted him. I was like,
Bouncing
where
around.
are you right now? He's like, I'm at the Sphere. I was like, yeah, I am too.
Yeah, I
When
saw
you texted me, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. And then you had gone up to the suite. I was so mad at myself that I missed you because I would have given you the biggest hug.
I
Was
know.
that was the first week you
That was the first week you went.
You went back.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
I went back with him, so I've only seen 1 show, but that was
Did you
only
love
two.
it?
yeah, it was so sick.
Yeah.
I'm only at 2, so
Doesn't matter.
I'm just diving into it.
You
He
gotta
was like,
just-
you have to come back with me. We are gonna go.
But it doesn't matter how many shows because
Yeah.
the music, it lives forever.
Because
Yeah.
you told me, you're like, dude, it's a different show every time.
Yeah.
And it was when I went back the second time, it was like they had the same opener, like one of the same songs in the middle, and then it was completely different besides that.
Yeah, no, that's what
was
people
like-
don't understand. We're like, oh, you're going to go to the same concert 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not the
Not
same concert at all.
Not
Yeah.
the concert at all.
I should have stayed for the 3rd night.
And it was, you know, what one of my favorite things with the Grateful Dead has been was the first time I went, it was like me, Bosa, McCaffrey, Juice, and Jake Tunges, one of our tight ends. And we go to the concert, have a great time, and then we go to the casino afterwards, and they're all gambling. Craps attacked, crushed me. So I'm sitting at one of the casino bars, and 2 deadheads sit next to me, two guys in like their late 50s, early 60s, tie-dye t-shirts. And I talked to them for like an hour, just sitting there having a conversation. It was so
They're all
much.
so nice.
One friend knew who I was. The other guy had no idea who I was, and we were just having a conversation. It was fantastic.
Yeah, and it is a community. And like I
So
said,
fun.
there are people who, like every niche community, people will gatekeep, but there's so many people that won't. And it's like someone, like I
So
remember my
inviting.
cousins got me into it. And like, if they didn't get me into it, and like Mark Titus, who I brought, like I remember he got into it a few years ago and he texted me and I was like, dude, that's awesome. Here's some of my favorite shows.
So you did. You sent me your
Yeah,
favorites.
send
Yeah.
your favorite shows. Like, go for it. You know what I mean? It's the best.
Yeah.
And
It's
like,
so fun.
Sick.
and I'm not an expert. Like I never saw the actual Grateful Dead because I'm too young. But like, it doesn't matter, you know. And and I hope that when Bob Weir decides that maybe he's done, like I hope they find a way to have someone else and continue, and like
Yeah.
the music lives forever. So you loved it, Claire?
Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever been in the Sphere.
Because so my wife, it was so funny because so they've been not teasing retirement, but kind of teasing
Yeah.
retirement for a long time. And my wife was like, at the end, was like getting kind of mad at me, like, because every year I'd be like, hey, I have to go to this show. It's the last show
Yeah.
ever. She's like, you've literally been saying this for like 6 years.
Well, that's how we felt. That's why you're like, we have to go.
I was like, this is the last op to
Like,
go
okay.
to the Sphere.
I've been to so many last shows.
Yeah.
And then finally, when they went to the Sphere, she's like, I'm coming with you. I was like, great. And she had the time. Like
Yeah.
the first year we went, she went one night and did something with her friends the second night. And then the second year, she's like, I'm going both nights. Like, I should have gone both nights.
Yeah.
It's so good. Honestly, I think my favorite thing was when we first walked in and like we're waiting for the music to start. Like as soon as like the music's like and the first visuals come up, the entire arena just stands up and everyone's just grooving.
Yeah.
Everyone's just vibing to the music.
And here's
it's
what's
so cool.
And I'm so excited because here's what's going to happen for you. Like, if you ask me what my favorite Grateful Dead song is,
Couldn't
it
tell you.
changes like month to month. It literally changes month to month because it'd be like, I'll just listen to a new version of this and be like, well, this is my song right now. And that's the coolest part, like, because it just constantly changes and you'll just find new things and find new eras. And it just never ends.
Yeah, you have
never
the
ends.
playlist,
Music never
like-
stops. That's what they say.
Going for a month.
Yeah. Yeah, have you? Did you listen to any of the shows I sent you?
You had it
yeah,
going
no,
for a long
I had all
time.
your stuff on.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's all I
Send
listened
you
to on my
more.
drive.
That's all he was
Keep
playing.
sending them.
Yeah.
I
And
tried
there's
to-
some good songs about San Francisco,
I
obviously.
tried to put one on in the weight room and the guys were like, what are we
Oh,
listening to?
no,
I'm
I
like,
don't
yeah,
think- I
maybe
don't-
not. No,
it's
If you
just
guys
you
want to
and
win,
Bosa.
if you want to win football games, you probably shouldn't put that on.
me and Bosa will listen to it on our Tuesday
That's
lifts.
Bosa's hype up, though.
That's awesome.
Music.
Yeah, me and Bosa are the only two that lift
Chill.
like Monday. Was that like Monday afternoons pretty late?
You know what? If you're trying to listen to it during lifting, you should probably listen to J-Rad because he does. So he's like a dead cover and he's got crazy tempo. And so
Send it
now
to me.
I'll
Okay,
send
there
it
you
to you.
go.
I'll send it to you.
Bosa will love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you say that Bosa being a deadhead is like against everything that you think he would
Dude,
be?
you wouldn't believe how many people. I think Tucker Carlson's a deadhead, and like I'm not saying like I have no real opinion.
you-
about Tucker
you would
Carlson.
assume that, though.
But like right, like
Yeah,
it comes in every
Right.
like they're like politicians. I think Al Gore was like all
Once you
walks
see it
of life.
live, it's just completely different.
Right, all walks of life.
Because like I had heard the music before, and I was like, like it's cool. But then like, I saw it live, I was like, this is
Right.
sick.
Right, right.
It's a totally different experience.
I am a little worried. I like concerts or not. I don't know if I could do concerts not in the Sphere anymore. So that kind of is ruined it for me.
Yeah, that was another element. That
Yeah.
was crazy.
That's
mean,
an insane.
You're
part.
just like-
yeah.
I mean, I don't know
Going
how
backwards?
you can't really beat that.
No, you can't. I don't. I think like the only concerts I can go to now are like concerts with 10 people or the Sphere. I don't think.
Kittle Fest is only 100.
I feel that.
Okay, Kittle Fest works. Dude, what music do you have at Kittle Fest?
Last year, so let's see. Last year was John Party was our
Okay.
headliner. The 2 years before that, both years was Jelly Roll.
We got to get a Dead cover band.
That'd be sick. I'll do
I
that.
got
in a
these
heartbeat.
guys, Wax Monkey. I'll shout them out. They have like 10,000 followers
Oh,
on,
easy.
on Instagram.
I'll
They're
bring 'em.
sick. I think they're making original music as well, but they like cover like Allman Brothers, Dead, Fish. Like we got to bring them.
I would love that.
We got to bring them.
If she says yes,
Yeah.
I'm so in.
Because there's a lot of good cover bands, and I know like cover bands are kind of looked down on, but
Play music, baby.
Something about the Grateful Dead, like the cover bands, never bother me because that is how they embrace their music. It's like it's for everyone.
Yeah.
So other people playing it, having fun playing it,
Yeah.
is cool as well.
Yeah.
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 We had Kid Quill.
Yeah, Kid
He's
Quill's
kind
a
of
good friend.
Vibey
Okay.
like that.
He's like all of his music is good vibes. So like one of his favorite, like Kids in the Summer is one of his songs. Just talks about growing up as a kid in the 90s.
That's pretty good.
And he's a
Not
Midwest
bad.
boy.
And he's from Indianapolis.
Yep.
okay.
So,
Indianapolis.
yeah, so
Indianapolis, underrated city.
It is an underrated city.
You can walk everywhere.
It's a solid city.
You can. I like
Walk anywhere.
We've spent
Cold though.
Final Fours there.
Yeah.
The Wisconsin almost winning the national championship that year.
Oh, that was there.
Yeah, that was there.
Is that when you were in the Wisconsin gray hoodie
Yep.
and then you collapsed to the floor?
Yep. Hank was with me every step of the way. They
Hank,
beat,
favorite memory from that moment?
I think he had. I think I know. Do you
Do you have a favorite memory from?
Does he need a mic?
From which one?
There's a
have a
microphone right there.
Well, Hank is a Duke fan, so he was happy. But the Wisconsin Final Four in 2015.
Probably the walk back.
You watching me walk back?
We did a live Periscope. We walked back.
Oh,
we went to the
yeah.
hotel lobby.
Yeah.
Just went face first on the couch.
Oh yeah. That was. I don't know. I don't know how PC this podcast is, but that was a.
don't know.
Okay, yeah, that was.
One of the lowest moments of your life?
Well, all right.
I heard for
I'll
that
say
too.
the story, and then you can decide if you want to cut it. We beat Kentucky
us.
on Saturday night. I literally didn't like. It was a.
Yeah, they'll
When they
probably
say
cut
like,
that part.
yeah, it was a. Listen, you
an
gotta
experience.
enjoy the journey. Yeah,
gotta enjoy the journey.
Enjoy the journey.
You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. As a football wife, I absolutely love watching the games, and Prize Picks is the best place where you can win cash while watching your team battle it out.
But your favorite part of the game is watching me, right? Right?
Plus, Prize Picks puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard are all available for quick and easy deposits into your account this football season. Download the app today and use code TKT to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TKT to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
All right, we're now going to have a fantasy draft of artists that we would like to see perform with Grateful Dead on stage.
At the Sphere.
At the
Dead
Sphere,
and Company,
too.
Yep, at the Sphere.
At the Sphere.
Okay.
Sponsorship incoming for all three of us.
Yep.
Thank you, Sphere. So we're going to do 2 artists who are alive, 2 who aren't, and then 2 fictional bands or artists.
Not real.
Okay.
Real quick, how do you do your drafts? Is it snake?
Snake draft.
Snake draft.
Yeah.
Okay, go. You can go first.
Okay, I said, am I saying 2?
No, you're one.
You get one.
I said Benson Boone
Okay.
It's a good one.
because we just saw him at Bottle Rock and
He's
was
got pipes.
That's the
unbelievable.
dude
And he'll
who
flip
dresses up
all
and
Does
over.
the flips.
Flips.
Yeah,
Okay,
flip all over
Yeah.
the sphere.
Okay.
Yeah.
My first pick would be Carlos Santana because he shreds.
Okay.
And I think
Okay.
him and John Mayer would pair really well together.
Yes. All right, I'll go Billy Strings first round.
Ooh.
Yeah, Billy Strings. And hopefully he's part of whatever comes after some of the guys retire. I'll go Eddie Vedder. Ooh. Eddie Vedder would be fun.
My number 2 would be Tosh Sultana.
Okay.
You should check out her music if you like
love
it. It's
her.
pretty psychedelic stuff.
Okay.
She plays 24 instruments by herself and then loops them all together to create beats.
Oh, that's sick.
She's
That would be fun.
She has a Tiny Desk concert. It was the
love
first time I
Tiny
ever
Desk.
experienced
Yep.
it, and I
when we
was
found
blown away. It's if you want house like music on in your house as you just do stuff all
Great
day,
vibes.
Yep.
such electric.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
she would,
I saw her in California with Kristen.
Yep, I was in training camp.
I know you
Good
couldn't
pick.
go. It was
Yeah.
great
Good pick.
though. Noah Khan.
That's a
We
great
love
pick.
him. He
Noah's
lives in
great.
Nashville.
And he's friends with John.
Yeah.
Yep. And he
That's
lives
a
in
great
He's good
pick.
vibes.
He's
yeah.
also someone who could maybe be part of the future of Dead and Company.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
He's got-
no inside knowledge.
We don't know
just
anything.
guessing.
We're just podcasters.
Yeah.
Okay, Claire, your first deceased.
Elvis.
Oh, Elvis would be
Little
fun.
Rock.
Shake it up.
Here,
Get
yeah.
him moving.
He knows Vegas.
He does.
Yeah.
He runs Vegas.
He'd
I'm
be like,
gonna
"This is
go Jimi Hendrix.
Okay, Jimi Hendrix. So can I take Jerry Garcia?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take Jerry Garcia and Brent Midland. Brent Midland was the keyboardist for the Dead in the '80s. My favorite iteration because they've had multiple keyboardists. So that would be. I would just like to see the
original Grateful Dead.
at
Yeah.
the Sphere. Yeah.
Like you imagine them in the 80s and they're at the Sphere.
yeah.
That would be
it's-
the
No,
best,
I
yeah.
can't. It would
No.
be incredible.
That'd be nuts.
Nothing
Yeah,
tops
but Brent
that.
is my favorite. So yeah, that would be it.
My second was Bob Marley.
Ooh, good one.
My last one was Prince.
Ooh,
Classic.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be
Could.
awesome.
Could be fun.
Okay.
Then the last one is
Fictional?
fantasy or fictional or not
Yeah.
real. You guys are not gonna know. The Lizzie McGuire movie.
Oh, that was my.
Lizzie McGuire.
That's my pick.
No.
No, I'm.
Imagine the Lizzie McGuire chick on the
I
screen.
don't know Lizzie McGuire.
That'd be a
at all.
little
Really?
trippy.
No.
You don't remember Lizzie McGuire?
What
The
years?
blonde Disney.
I'm a little older. I don't know.
That's okay.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We'll show
Sure.
you.
Yeah.
Both those. I said my first one was the band who sings "Scotty Doesn't Know" from Eurotrip.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Damon.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good pick. That's a good pick.
What's he doing up there?
Damn it, that's a good pick. I need to think of a second one. My first one is SpongeBob.
Perfect.
SpongeBob would be very
From the
fun.
Super Bowl?
Yeah,
Oh, the band?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so good.
yeah.
That's one of the,
SpongeBob would
that's one of
be
the best
awesome.
cartoon songs of all time.
Actually, then I'll just go Doug Funny. What was the band? The Beats. I'll go do the Beats.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. You guys probably don't know Doug.
No.
No, I don't know
Yeah.
that.
This is now aging me. and
See,
I'm
you don't know Lizzie
apologize.
McGuire.
That's
I don't
okay.
know.
Yeah.
My second one was Rick and Morty Get Swifty.
Okay.
Because like they're kind of the universe travelers, and I feel like they could do some pretty fun
I like that.
stuff. With
Yeah.
I
the
like
band.
that. I like that.
The Cheetah Girls.
And the Cheetah Girls. I love
That's
it.
like my childhood of I loved them.
I don't know what songs they would sing together, but it'd be a vibe.
I like the Noah Khan pick. I should have done that.
Yeah, he's
That's a
great.
good
He's-
pick. That's the only
He's
one
always
I'm
on
jealous
in our
of.
house.
Noah
Yeah.
Khan's a
I
good
think you
pick.
had the best overall.
We'll see.
That's nice.
We're gonna put it up to a vote,
You
right?
did good
We'll
too.
put up the vote.
What's the punishment?
Whoever does the worst gets to tackle Hank.
I like that.
It's a good one.
I like that.
I'm glad that you
Perfect. I can do that.
Are there any interviews looking back on that you're like early on in your career that you're like, could have done that one
Oh,
better?
tons. Especially the beginning. It was, a lot of interviews where we didn't really know what we were doing.
Oh,
you
in your
know.
defense, I loved those interviews.
Yeah, I know they do.
I didn't miss an episode till like my third year in the league.
Well, yeah, I mean,
It's disgusting.
well, so you missed an episode.
now,
All right, so I
Sorry.
would say the number one thing, and it depends on where you guys want to go with this, but like you have to realize that your job is to entertain people and to never take it too seriously, because there's a lot of podcasts out there. There's a lot of people that think
Yeah.
that they're a big deal. They think they're gonna, change the world with their podcast. It's like, listen, I know what I am. I am a guy who can sometimes be funny and people want to listen to me on their morning commute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not changing the world.
The morning commute's the best.
Right, like we're not changing the world. We're not
So
doing
good.
anything special here. And like having that mindset, I think grounds you to a point where you're like, all right, my job is to entertain people and not take things too seriously and laugh at yourself and just kind of admit, like, if you guys are just starting out, if you make a mistake, just say, hey, we this up, or like, that was a bad question. I still say that when I ask a
You do.
bad question. I'll be like, you know what, that was a bad question. That's on me.
You do say that.
You know what I mean?
It's
Because
incredible.
at the end of the day, like a podcast is really just hanging out with you. You know what I mean? They want to feel like they're hanging out with you. So if you make it super professional and super clean and like there's no mistakes in it, it doesn't feel like you're hanging out with someone. Whereas if you're just around, you make mistakes, you screw things up, people are like, oh yeah, that's like my idiot friend. And that's what they are. It's really, really hard when you put yourself out there to be able to block out like the negative feedback, because
Like football, yeah.
yeah, right. But if I read 100 comments and 99 were positive and one was negative, the one
remember the
negative
one.
one is the only one I would think about.
Yeah.
And so,
terrible.
but then you have to remember that the negative comments are such a small part of like the listeners.
Yeah.
And whether it be like the YouTube comments or Reddit or anywhere else or Twitter,
Reddit's horrible.
right? Like,
never
well, it's
go
just
on Reddit.
negativity,
Yeah.
and so once you realize that it's a negative cycle,
Yeah.
and then you also realize that like Pardon My Take has 800,000 people listen to every episode. There's
So sick.
300 comments on YouTube. There's 300 comments on Reddit. That's 600 people. It's probably a couple people that have multiple accounts. So 600 people we're talking about of 800,000.
Yeah.
Why do I give those people more time in my day and more energy than the rest who are listening and they're not even on social media. They're just enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then when you meet people in person, it kind of reminds you of that, because
Yeah.
people are positive and they,
Yeah.
That's great
love
advice.
talking to
I
you.
mean, your show too is
Yeah.
also like pretty positive.
It is.
It's all good vibes.
But yeah, but there's definitely, I mean, I'm sure you could find people who are like, this show sucks now, or they, but you just can't read it. You can't let it get in your brain, because if you do, then you start, the thing that I think PFT and I have done very well, and Hank as well, is that you just got to be kind of true to yourself, and you can't let any type of like outside noise change what you're going to do.
No.
Right.
Because if you listen to someone else, then you're going to change for them. And then someone else will pop up and be like, why'd they change that? And then you're just constantly
In your head, yeah.
chasing,
Yeah.
trying to appease
No.
a few people. It's like, just trust yourself and,
Yep.
and let the rest kind
ride.
of figure it out. There's been times when I have not gotten into politics, but stated an opinion that could be considered politics. Really stupid. Because people just don't want to hear that. The world is so politicized and so like at the extremes. Trying to comment on something that is serious beyond your depth is never going to go well.
Yeah.
That's never going to go well. And I made that mistake a couple times, but I don't think I've made it in a long time. So yeah, that would be the big one. If you don't know something about a topic, you don't have to talk about it. People don't need that. That's actually really. I'm rambling now.
Perfect.
People think that you need to have an opinion about everything, and you don't. You can have some topics where you can just say, I don't know, and I don't really care.
Yeah.
One of my favorites is just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you need to share it.
Also true.
It's one of my favorite ones.
Also true. But there's this feeling of like, oh, you have to have a take on this. Like, no, I don't. I don't. I didn't read
No
about
take.
it. I don't really
Zero
understand
take.
it.
I have no idea.
It
I'm out.
seems way more complex than I'm willing to sit down and give it time.
I'm gonna get everything wrong.
Right, right. And then you're gonna be mad at me about that. So I'm just gonna, I don't have to say anything. Because there is that feeling of like, oh, I have to say something about this moment right now. Also, and I know I'm rambling, this is something that I've learned recently, and it's like a superpower. Whenever something big happens in the world, it feels very monumental. If you don't say anything for like a week, it usually like kind of passes. And so if you panic and have a take and have an opinion within the first 24 hours, there's a pretty good chance in a week you're gonna be like, wait, why'd I say that?
Right.
So if you just sit it out and kind of let it all happen, and then you can be like, oh, well, maybe I feel this way, it's a lot better of a strategy.
Take a breath and just listen.
Yeah, right. Because it will get you into deep where you try to be an expert on everything, and it's like it's okay to just be like, hand up, I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for teaching us in our rookie.
Yeah, that was
This
amazing.
has been awesome. I
incredible.
really
We've
appreciate you
learned
guys.
so
I love
much.
both of you. Can I say that?
Yeah.
All right. I
Yes,
love
we
both
love
of
you.
you.
We're married. It's okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say the other tip of podcasting is like you have to like genuinely love your co-host. So you guys
Yeah.
have that.
That is nice.
Done.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I did want to ask you this. Because we're married and then you and PFT are kind of married.
Yeah.
Like, what are some relationship tips that you have for us while podcasting?
Ooh. You gotta listen. No bad ideas.
Love that.
Because there are bad ideas, but you can't be.
Yep.
It's actually funny. We just had this conversation. Hank's job as a producer, and he's been I've been working with Hank for 13 years, but
That's
from the
crazy.
beginning of PMT. It's been me, PFT, and Hank. And he doesn't like when I say this, but I feel this way that it is really like it's the three of us,
Yeah.
you know. And we have obviously Max and Memes and all these guys that have joined us in the last few years are very, very important and part of it. But it's like if the three of us think something, like we can do it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because that's just what it's been from the beginning.
Totally.
But his job is to say no. PFT and I, our job between us is to say yes.
Yes.
He can say no. He can be the bad guy. We have to say
So
yes.
is that my
So
job?
you got to say yes. No,
I'll say no.
You got to get a producer that is outside of your marriage. They can say no.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys get to
yeah.
You
say
guys
no.
say yes to each other.
Usually I have to say no. He's like,
Yeah.
talk to my wife, or let me talk to my wife. And
But
then
you
we
don't
come
want
back.
it. You don't want it because this is a real thing. Like PFT and I think part of why we work so well is he's like we're different personalities, but we have a lot of similarities.
Sure.
He's sometimes more of a dreamer. I'm more of like a pragmatic. But like you can't stop the other from doing what they want to
Totally.
do. You know what I mean? Like you can't stop the dreamer from having crazy
Dreamer.
ideas. Just like he can't stop me from being like, hey, we have to do this, this, and this. So as long as you say yes to each other, you can both thrive.
That's a
I
great
agree.
tip.
yeah.
Come here.
Yeah.
That was great.
That's it right
In
there.
all facets
That's it
of
right
life.
there.
That's
That
a
was
good
really
one.
good.
Yeah.
Wow. Just want to say thank you, Dan. for
First
coming on.
episode. of all time.
Subscribe.
He's a big subscribe guy. You should
Yep.
listen to him. He's a professional.
Woo! Clap for us.
Guys, why are you not clapping?
Good job, guys. You did great
Thank
too.
you.
Clap.
Are we clapping?
Clap out there.
Good job, Hanks.
Clapping going.
All right, we want to take a
Do it.
selfie.
Got it.
Yay!
I'm happy.
Got it. That was great.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Kittle Things.
Presented by T-Mobile.